Inside these 2 bags, I have dinner for every night of the week. 7 Trader Joe's dinners straight from the freezer section. Most of these I've never tried before, so we're doing this together. I probably should have mentioned that all these dinners are 4 ingredients or less. Meal 1 is shrimp and veggie stir fry with jasmine rice. I love like frozen rice. I do this at home whenever I make rice. I make extra and freeze it because rice just freezes very well and it reheats very well. So we'll serve it over this, but I found these Argentinian red shrimp, and I've had these before in the pasta dish we did, but these like kind of have that like sweet, almost like a lobster taste and texture, and they already come marinated with ginger, garlic, butter, and togarashi seasoning. The shrimp's thawing under cool water. Rice comes in these little pouches. There's 3 of these in the pack, and you just pop them in the microwave for 3 minutes. For the veggies, heat a nonstick skillet with a little bit of oil. Take the veggies out. It comes with the sauce. It says to put the sauce in warm water. Then you just dump the veggies in. Want your skillet to be really hot. Is this in my way? You want your skillet really hot because you want this to stir fry, not just steam. So just let it hang out here for about 5 minutes. With all these, you can always, go to any pantry staples you have on hand. My gut is telling me to add some like onion in here because I just like that in my stir fry. Plus things like this, they cost like hardly any money, like less than $1, and they can really bulk the meal up too. All right, shrimp is thawed. I'm just scooting the veggies to the side, and then the skillet's really hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and cook the shrimp on this side and then add it all together with the sauce. It has the marinade in here, and I'm gonna use that, but I didn't want the shrimp to steam in here, so I'm just gonna let it develop a little color, and then I'll go ahead and pour this in here too, because I think a lot of the flavor is in this sauce. So the shrimp have gotten some color. Now I'll go in with all of the marinade, cook that up, and now I'm gonna bring the 2 things together. I'm gonna add in like a splash of water. How long did this dinner take? 10 minutes. And look how good it looks. It's colorful. It looks flavorful because of the color of the liquid. It's like color equals flavor. That was fast. Let's serve it up. Hot rice, hot shrimp stir fry. I think it's good to go. You can always reach into your condiment drawer and finish it off however you want. Look at that perfect bite. That's perfection. I like how the vegetables are still like crisp tender. That sauce is really flavorful and it's soaked into like those little pieces of broccoli and now the rice. It's a great meal. 3 ingredients for the next dinner. I'm gonna call this grilled chicken pasta. First up are these grilled chicken strips, just seasoned white chicken meat. I also have these grilled peppers and onions, so this is gonna mimic that grilled flavor. So I'll be able to cook these 2 things together in the skillet and then combine it with one of my favorite things, cacio e pepe. The sauce is frozen in cubes, so it'll all come together. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. These can totally be cooked together, the chicken and the veggies. They both cook in a nonstick skillet. We can figure this out. This one bag has 5 servings, and each serving has 20 grams of protein. There's 100 grams of protein in this one bag. Just going down with the chicken from frozen, and it says to add in about 2 tablespoons of water and cover it so that it steams. This takes about 6 minutes to heat through, but I'm gonna stop at about 4 and add in the veggies. Our water's evaporated out and it's starting to get some color down there. These are still partially frozen, so they're gonna steam and they're gonna lift up the flavor that started to create on the bottom down there. So cook for a few minutes and then we'll just combine it with the pasta. Oh my God, look how creamy. These little nests of spaghetti will start to unwind. That pasta is surprisingly like perfectly al dente. Weird. Now I'm gonna rinse out this little bowl just to be sure I get every bit of sauce. This one is impressive, you gotta admit. I brought out my spices thinking I was gonna have to zhuzh it up, but you don't need to even bring out the salt and pepper. Now, it's really perfectly fine, just like this. If you want to reach into your pantry or fridge and do a little more parm, you could. Perfect bites. But look how much sauce is in there. It's gonna be a hard one to beat. I can't get over how perfect the pasta is cooked. The chicken tastes like real chicken, and those veggies really do like have real grill flavor. This meal, 3 ingredients, is a solid 10 out of 10. I was influenced for this next dinner. I have seen these Chiles Rellenos when I was doing my research. These seem to be like a cult favorite. So I've never tried them, so we're gonna do this together. But they come with cheese in a Mexican style tomato sauce. There's 2 per package, so I got 2 packs. And I thought that would be delicious over some Spanish rice. This is 4 servings. This could be a 2 ingredient dinner. but I picked up a salad because you know all this together is going to be amazing. Wait till the end when I tell you how much this whole week's worth of meals cost. You won't believe it. Simply put them on a baking sheet, 420 to 25 degrees, or until they are crisp and heated through. Sauce you can do in the microwave or stovetop. Pop that right on low. Our main dish is all set. Heating these up, same as the other rice. Oh, these made their own oil to fry in. Look at that. How did that work? I mean, to get that crispy in the oven, that's impressive. I mean, this is a super minimal effort dinner. Fun way to twist up Taco Tuesday. I want to see if these chili rellenos are all they're cracked up to be. The breading is good, but the flavor of just that pepper with cheese is like all I really need. It has like a fried taste, almost like you can taste the oil that it cooked in a little too much. Kind of don't love that part, but if it's soaked up the sauce, then that covers it. Taste the sauce with the rice. Good and simple. And then a little bite of freshness. There's nothing wrong with this dinner. I think the pepper needs the sauce to cover up that like fried oil taste. But this is a good dinner. Lots of perfect bites. This is another 3-ingredient dinner inspired by these Grilled Chimichurri Chicken Skewers. These just looked so delicious to me. I said this is gonna be my main dish, but to make it a complete meal, you gotta have a veggie and a starch. That's what my dad taught me ever since I was born, so that's what I do. That's how I build my dinners. And they're already cooked, so you're just like heating them and serving them. Straight out of the package, you can smell the grill flavor. I mean, and you know these are like truly grilled. Even the skewers are burned a little bit. These just go 400 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. And then I got roasted potatoes. So these have already been roasted. They have peppers and onions with them, so we're just reheating them. I'm also just gonna add the broccoli to that, so it just kind of tastes like roasted broccoli and potatoes. So I'm gonna start these since they're completely frozen. I'm just gonna let them kind of like defrost and steam a little bit. All right, the broccoli is heated up. For the potatoes, it doesn't say to add any kind of oil or anything. Because they've already been roasted, they have been tossed in olive oil, so hopefully we don't even have to add flavor or anything to this. And we want these to get a little crispy, so I'm gonna crank the heat up. The broccoli is gonna absorb some of the seasoning from the potatoes with peppers and onions. I'm just gonna add some salt, mainly on the broccoli, and a little garlic powder, and a little pepper. This is gonna be cheaper and healthier than drive-thru. Not only do these look good, but they smell even better. If you want to buy an optional 4th ingredient, they have this delicious chimichurri sauce. Not that it needs it. I knew those would be good. Your veggies. This whole thing tastes like you made it at home. You could totally trick people. No one has to know it came from the freezer section. It's another home run. Let's say it's Friday night now and you want a restaurant quality meal, but you don't want to go out. I've never had this, but I feel like I'm about to achieve that with this 2-ingredient dinner. Shrimp Scampi tossed with this pasta, and the pasta has asparagus and peas in it, so you've already got your veggie. It's like a 2-for-1 special, but they both cook in a skillet. I'm gonna keep them separate and then toss them together. Oh, these shrimps are just like coated in butter and then frozen. That's what that is. Add 2 tablespoons of water, cover, and cook for 8 minutes. This is like the cacio e pepe, where the sauce is just little frozen cubes. Same thing, this plus a little water. Oh, that smells so good. I underestimated the deliciousness that's extra sauce in both of these choices. So you could either just choose a pasta that is less saucy, or if you like sauce, grab some bread because we're gonna have extra. Okay, I need to taste this to see if it needs any seasoning. I do feel like it needs a little salt and pep. I'm gonna serve this. I'm still gonna serve the shrimp on top. Instead of combining the two, I think I'll let that buttery scampi sauce drip over this too. Some crusty bread. It's my kind of dinner. I need a glass of wine with this one. It does work. I'll try the shrimp by itself. I do love this because it feels really like comforting and indulgent, but honestly, you could totally do just a plain pasta here, because their pasta's $1. Now, when those sauces mix together like that with this, That's a perfect bite. It's another winner. I'm ready. I gotta find the wine. I'm doing the mildly sweet and spicy beef and broccoli. I feel like everybody knows about these, but I'm doing it anyway. 2 ingredient dinners because Trader Joe's has a plethora of stir fry options and their ever so famous fried rice. All these dinners are all under 20 minutes. Place the beef packet and the sauce packet on the countertop until it's called for. Done. I don't really need to read directions. This is gonna come together like we did the potatoes and the broccoli earlier. When you make fried rice, you want that heat up because you want it to kind of get crusty on the bottom. Rice is perfect and literally does take 5 minutes. Okay, the broccoli is tenderized. The instructions state to take the broccoli out, but I think we'll be fine. I'm just gonna scoot it over. And I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon of oil. I'm using avocado oil. You can use whatever you want. That's neutral in flavor. And then we add in our beef. This cooks for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then I just go in with the sauce and bring it all together. You're just gonna stir it until everything is lightly coated. You know, my gut tells me to like just add a splash of water just to make it a tad saucier. All right, this is going over that, and it's just that easy. Any stir fry and the fried rice is like the ultimate 2 ingredient Trader Joe's dinner. It's perfect. It is exactly what it says. Mildly sweet and spicy. Perfect bite, perfect dinner. It's just easy and it's delicious. 1 single ingredient from the freezer section inspires the final dinner for the week. The beef birria. I can never pass this up. When I see it on a menu or in the store, I just love it so much. This is just slow cooked beef and it has the most delicious sauce. My favorite way to serve it up is like taco style, and another little bag salad to serve alongside or inside. This could be the easiest one of the day. You know what? Let's do a microwave. I think you've seen me at the stovetop enough. Carefully puncture the film. Heat on high 2.5 minutes, remove the film, stir it, and go another 2.5 minutes. Because I like to serve these taco style. You can just simply toast your tortillas or pop them in the oven, or you can do like the quesabirria, which is almost like a quesadilla meets a taco. Disclaimer, this is not the authentic way. However, for ease purposes, this is totally worth the step. This does smell delicious. You kind of want to break it up a little bit. Let me just taste this by itself. That does have good flavor. Because this is really a 1 ingredient dinner, you could pick however you want to finish this off, and you're still gonna be under 5 ingredients. Could do a little cilantro, some onion, and call it a day. Or I made these little quesadillas. Now we're talking. Close it back up. Regardless, if you make your taco like this or this, you gotta have a dipping bowl for all this juice, because this is what it's all about. That is good. I love the seasoning. I mean, I don't know if this is authentic or not, but Trader Joe's did a good job with this one. We didn't even get into the side dish because I got so excited about the main dish. This birria is a 1 and done. As promised, the price for this entire week's worth of dinners that you can stock your freezer with, right around $120. You can't beat that. That's like the complete dinner. That's not just this, and then you gotta go buy all these sides. That's everything. The freezer really is the solution to busy nights, and if I haven't convinced you to stock yours by now, I haven't done my job.